Hello, welcome to the channel. Revamped this time. I've changed the name. It's DJ Pat French Talk Football. Simple, isn't it? Right, I want to look at 3 games which took place yesterday. I'm recording this on Sunday actually. Bournemouth versus Forest, Manchester City versus Chelsea, and Arsenal take on Wolves. Wolves versus Arsenal. Then when I saw this game, the Bournemouth game, I felt that if Bournemouth got the first goal, they would probably win the game, which they did 5-0. They scored very quickly. For some reason, this game, Forest went at it. They went compact. They let Bournemouth play through them. They just sat back in the first 15 minutes trying to hit them on the break. Now, the Bournemouth third goal, right, it was a really good goal. Unfortunately, offside. You know what? If that had been allowed, goal of the season. It was brilliant. But after that happened, right, then within a minute, Bournemouth scored again and made it 3-0. So I don't know what Forest was doing. And after that, they just collapsed. Didn't play well at all when they had the ball, lost the ball. They just weren't at the races, none at all. But not taking away anything from Bournemouth because they've beaten some really big sides, haven't they? Some top 4 sides. Didn't they beat City? Gave Arsenal problems as well. Did they beat them? I can't remember. I'm not going to say. So they won the game 5-0. That was a shock, I think, the results yesterday. Definitely. Bournemouth 5, Forest 0. The reason it's a shock because where Forest are, they're third. So Bournemouth really helped Arsenal, didn't they? Right, the next game, Manchester City taking on Chelsea. Now, are they back? City, I think so. I think the first 25 minutes of that game, they went at it. Chelsea basically got their goal after just 2 minutes. The new centre-back, the youngster, only 20. I won't even try to pronounce his name, okay? But you know who he is. Made a couple of mistakes, didn't head the ball, tried to head the ball back to the keeper. Then, unfortunately, a goal was scored against Man City. Now, I want to talk about offside, playing a high line before I talk about the next goal, okay? Well, the next chance which Chelsea had. Now, everyone knows this. You've got to have pressure on the ball if you're going to play a high line. So if I'm a centre back, what you're doing is if there's pressure on the ball, then you just squeeze up. If there's no pressure on the ball, okay, if they've got good possession, you just drop off and then you move to the side. If the ball moves to the side, you move to the right, you move to the left. That's what you do. Now, Chelsea had a chance to make it 2-0. It was because basically City pressed up with no pressure on the ball. Ball was played through, 1v1 for the keeper. And of course, we know what happened, didn't score. And after that, City got back more into the game, a bit more into the game. Just before half-time, they got their reward. Again, Chelsea tried to play the high line. If you watch it, right, if you go and watch that again, you see there's no pressure on the ball, which means that player on the ball can just hit the ball long, which is exactly what happened. And they got their goal just before half-time. Now, some people will say to you, if you're losing the game, the best time to score is before half-time. If you're winning the game before half-time, the worst time to let in the goal is before half-time. So now your team talk, if you're going at 1-1, will be different if you're going in at 1-0. So City came out, they literally took the ball away from Chelsea, and then Chelsea just sat back for some reason. Made changes, didn't make any difference. And again, Chelsea pushed up, trying to play offside, when Man City got a second goal. With Haaland chipping the keeper. Now, where was the keeper going? He was going walkies. I'm sorry, but he's cost them goals, right? They're trying to play out the back with him. Sanchez has cost them goals. It's one of those. He just wanders around. Anyway, so 2-1. Only one team in it now. Definitely taking the ball away completely from Chelsea. And Chelsea had basically, they can attack and then City can hit them on a counter. Now, the third goal, same thing again. Chelsea pushed up, leaving, was it 1v1? Against the centre-back Colwill, wasn't it? And Haaland was too strong. A third man running, which is Foden. That's how you beat the offside. There was an old manager called Jackie Charlton. Okay, he used to say when all these teams push up, the third man running would beat the offside. Exactly what happened. Long ball forward, held up by Haaland, clipped it over, and the third man running was Foden. Running up the goal and scoring it, making it 3-1. That was it. Right, I want to talk about... so I'm just looking at my controller. As a DJ, you see, I've got to have the DJ controller in the studio. It makes it easier for me. On the back, you can see I've got my records on the back. You can see my vinyls. I'm on air. And then I've got my tactical board. Now, the last game, of course, Wolves versus Arsenal. That was quite an interesting game because the first half, it was even Stevens, 50-50. A few chances, but not really clear-cut chances. I think Arsenal had better chances than Wolves. And then came the sending off. Lewis Skelly got sent off on 43 minutes. And then Arsenal saw the half out. Now, the second half, a different story completely. Arsenal playing with 10 men. Didn't change too much tactics. All they did put left back in. Took Ranieri off. And they just played the normal game. Pass and move. Went wide when they had to. And they played like that for 25 minutes in the second half until the sending off came on 70 minutes. You can see the manager, Wolves manager, on the line going crazy. Of course, when that happened, right, I'm looking and he's making all his notes, wondering, okay, what formation do I play now? Because they're quite specific how they play, Wolves. If you watch them, they have this three at the back, solid three at the back. They have five across the middle. So, when they attack, they play two across the middle and three up top. Those three, what they do, they press. So normally, when a team is building up, they build with three at the back. They play three up top, five at the back, and two. So I don't know why they didn't capitalise when they were at 11 men. For 25 minutes, they didn't do much. When it was 10v10, we know what happened. Arsenal's quality basically counted in the end. And they made it 1-0 with 10 minutes to go, and the game was done. So one thing I want to ask the Liverpool fan with regard to Arsenal next game. Arsenal next game is at home against City. Now, if City win that, they're going to get closer, trying to cement their place in the top four. Can they still win the league? Maybe. It all depends what happens to Liverpool. Would you want Arsenal to win or City to win? What do you think? In the comments, please let me know. You want to draw, don't you? Well, you know how Arsenal play. They're not going to sit back. They're going to go at City, and it's going to be a tactical battle. They're all going to go at each other, and it won't be one goal in it. For me, we're looking at a draw here. I'm an Arsenal fan. That's what I can see. As for Liverpool fans, you will want to draw as well. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Oh, before I forget, just to remind you, right, I do present a sport and music show on a radio station called Susie Radio. It's a community radio station. It's all legit, okay? That's every Saturday from 3 until 6, where I talk about music and also football as well. And I look at the scores and keep people up to date with the scores. So if you're out and about, not able to watch the game, well, listen to the game. I know some people listen to it on other radio station. You can actually listen to some music or even put in a request. No. Yeah, you might be able to. If I've got the tune, I'll play it for you. So, hope you can join me Saturday on Susie Radio from 3 until 6. Right, peace and out. And see you on the next one.